Hi there. So let's take a look at the guaranteed admission contract for UW-Madison's School of Education from Madison College's Education Pre-Major program. So the contract has two big rules that are going to help get you started. First of all, to be eligible for the contract, a student must complete the education pre-major. So that's one big rule. And then the second big rule is that the student also has to meet admission requirements for the School of Ed. So let's start with the first big rule, the education pre-major. So here we are, here's our website. So we're the Liberal Arts Transfer Program for Education. You can see all of the curriculum requirements here on the webpage, but I'm going to let you in on a secret. It's actually, I don't know how to say this, it's not enough to complete the Ed pre-major because it'll take, well, the thing is it'll just take longer. What we want are students to complete a specific pathway of courses which meet all of the Madison College requirements and the UW-Madison requirements. We have a pathway that's structured so that a student can get done in 4 years. If a student just takes the pre-major and completes the pre-major, they're eligible, they'll go guaranteed admission, but it'll take them longer because they haven't completed all those special little tricky things. And one big one that I like to talk about is here in the pre-major, we require science, right? Every two-year degree requires science classes. But elementary ed students for their bachelor's degree are required to take environmental science. So if you take the specific classes that transfer over for environmental ed, you're saving yourself the headache of having to take more science once you get over there. Get it? So you want to follow the pathway. Well, how do you know what the pathway looks like? Meet with your advisor. They'll show you the pathway. Okay, now rule number 2 is that you have to meet the requirements for the UW-Madison School of Education admission. So let's take a look at those. Back to the contract. So here on the contract, which you can find on our Madison College website, item 1, here it is. Oops, sorry, there it is. The School of Ed admission requirements. And let's go through these rules because these are important. Rule number 1, you have to complete the education pre-major. Hey, we just talked about that. Check, done. Rule number 2, you have to complete the declaration of intent, That just means you have to sign the contract. So a student can actually sign the contract at any time while they're at Madison College, while they're an education pre-major, before they transfer over. Does this mean a student could be in their last semester and they didn't know about the contract and all of a sudden they want to sign it? Yeah, it does. Is that the best thing to do? Absolutely not, right? Because of all of these special courses and you want to get it lined up and you want to know you're on the right path. So as soon as the student finds out about the contract, we want them to sign the contract as soon as possible because it's just to their benefit. We'll just help them. By signing the contract, then you've got people there helping you get through everything and know everything and be on the right track. All right, that leads us to rule number 3. Meet with a Madison College advisor and a UW School of Education advisor at least once per semester. That's right. As a student, you might be thinking, oh, once a semester. But really, it's, wow, once a semester, this is great. Because these are the people who are going to help you, like I was just talking about. And so you can contact your Madison College advisor to get that set up. It can be one meeting with all people zooming in together. So we'll get that one done. And again, these are the people who are going to help you. Let's take a look at the next rule. Here's a great example. Rule number 4, letter D. You have to earn a 3.0 cumulative GPA. So what if you're having a tough semester and your grades are slipping? Well, meet with your academic advisor, meet with your faculty advisor, meet with the people who can help you get connected with the resources to get your GPA back up there. So, but this is one of the rules, so you do have to be mindful of your GPA as you go along. And notice it's the cumulative GPA. So it's your granddaddy total GPA, not just your GPA for your ed pre-major. Okay, the next rule, rule number 5, you must meet the requirements for admission to UW-Madison. So the contract guarantees admission to the School of Ed. You still have to apply to the university, right? They're like brother and sister. You still have to apply and meet the requirements to be admitted to the university. And you still have to apply. So you still have to do that step. You have to be admitted to the university while you're getting ready to go to the School of Ed. Okay, and then we have the requirements listed there. You will get them completed as you complete your education pre-major. Our last rule here is just a great reminder. I just said it, but I just want to remind you again. You have to submit your regular application to the university. This contract does not waive you from that step. So go ahead, and when you're done with your pre-major, or when you're near done in your last semester or thereabouts, you should be applying for admission to the university. Okay, so who's going to benefit from this contract? Let's talk very quickly about what majors does it transfer to. So now I'm at the UW-Madison website, and you can search School of Ed. From School of Ed, actually here, let's do it. From the School of Ed webpage, at the right, click Degrees, Majors, Certificates, then scroll down and click Elementary Education. So the contract is designed for students who want to be an elementary education teacher. That's what this aligns for. And also there's another major at the School of Ed. If you go back one page, you'll see there's a major called Education Studies. This is also in great alignment with that major. But most of our students are going to be elementary ed. And so here on this page, this is where you can find information. For elementary ed, there's options, and this is where you want to read through and take a look at the options, the different kinds of elementary ed major that you can be. So take a look at their website, see if this aligns with your career goals, and then you'll be all set to sign the contract. What do you do when you're ready to sign the contract? You want to meet with your Madison College advisor. So on the Madison College website, notice I switched, on the Madison College website, search for the phrase advising services and make yourself an appointment with a Madison College advisor who will give you even more information about the contract and get you signed up. All right, good luck.